That color looks so good on you. Hi, I am Lindsay. I am an American expat living in Saudi Arabia. I love to share content about my lifestyle and my travels with my family. Today I am coming to you from Texas, back home, catching up on some time with my girlfriends before my husband and children join me here in America. That includes my friend Sarah in Houston, and her daughter Allison joined us for an ultimate girls getaway weekend. Good morning! Filming. A girl in the area, her name is Rebecca, and she goes under the Instagram handle Colorpolitan, so I will link that. She is actually probably the best person to get your colors done with in North America, from what I can understand. She is the US trainer for TCI True Color Institute, and they have their own methodology, extremely science-based, for coming up with your colors. And while much of the experience is very proprietary and I can't show you the kind of more technical side of it, I can share with you bits of the experience as well as my results.
Up and put together and actually shower in the morning and fix my hair and don't just let it air dry and whatever happens.
The light to dark. I don't know what yours are yet. We'll figure it out, okay, through the process. But it is nice to know you're not just stuck with light colors or dark colors. You have...
That's fun.
Let's see. Look at her. You got your own little social media now.
My results were the exact opposite of what I thought, and here's why. So many of my friends have, and I'm sure many of you out there have been told, oh, that color looks so good on you. That color looks great on you. Usually these are very bright, very happy colors. And your friends aren't being wrong, they're not deceiving you. That color stands out on you or on me. For me, these were bright oranges, neon greens, really intense colors, very saturated colors, high chroma colors. These are words that I've learned more the value or the impact of those words after going through this experience. But the reason that those colors stood out so strongly on me was because they actually washed me out. I actually tended to fade away, and those colors really popped against me. I kind of had us round robin guess where we thought we were going to land on this 12-point circle chart that was looped into winter, summer, spring, autumn, but then subgroups within each of those. So if you weren't a true winter or a true summer, maybe you fell somewhere between summer and spring or summer and autumn. And that was all based on these undertones in your skin. And so I had us guess, and I guessed that I was going to be a bright spring. Now I didn't actually know which exact colors fell into that category or into each category, but you can kind of guess, right? Like your springs, you're going to be your very, very bright, cheerful, electric kind of colors, very saturated, very light. I did not think anything dark or muted would look good on me. And if I'm being completely honest, I was somewhat disappointed with my results, not with the process, not with Rebecca. Rebecca is incredible. We had so much fun. We went well over our time with her. We could not get enough Rebecca. She is kind and cheerful and made the whole process so fun. And we just really wanted to like kidnap her and take her shopping with us. Very much enjoyed her and the process, and I trusted the process. It felt very reliable, very scientific. You get to see the results like right there. But I really wanted those bright, cheery colors. I wanted to go shopping. You see the stores right now, all the stores are filled with spring. I have always been told how warm and olive I am, and I have based everything off of that. My makeup has always been warm toned. I've come away with this realizing I have a soft summer is a cool neutral with just like the hint, like a small hint of yellow, but my proportion is greater towards the cool tone. I am more cool than I am warm, which is it just blows my mind. Like I really, especially that day, I feel like I walked around in a bit of a fog, like questioning everything that I thought I knew about my own face and what I should be wearing. So these are my colors. I opted to get, whenever you have your session with a TCI professional, then I think it comes with a classic palette, 65 colors. And they kind of tell you, or Rebecca told us, this is a lot of colors. Like this is plenty to work with, and more than that can be overwhelming. However, you can pay more for what they call their corporate palette, and they're a bit bolder colors that you might use more so in a corporate setting, or just if this is more your style. And I kind of felt like I really wanted an idea of what that might look like for me. Yeah, so these are my colors. And after we did the process, we had some lunch and then went on to North Park Mall. They were having a beautiful exhibit there, floral exhibit. So we happened to look out and catch that. Just really added to the momentous color kind of day, and took our swatches out and went shopping. You'll see us. I really appreciated having Sarah's daughter there with us because she had no reservations about pulling out her swatches and measuring everything and checking us to make sure we were doing a good job using our swatches, not to buy anything that did not align with our colors. So that was the mission for the trip. And I picked up this shirt, a very like cornflowery kind of blue. I think when I held it up, it was in this range. I also have, or maybe it was this one. Yeah, there we go. I picked up a sweater and a dress in kind of this like taupey, soft, purpley pink range to wear to a party. They also are really fun. You can you pack them up like this, and they come in their own little protective sleeves so that you don't tarnish your colors. Biggest takeaway for me, I think the biggest help is going to be updating my makeup. So I don't own any cool tone makeup. I do think my blush fit within my range and my lipstick. I will say a lot of people are inclined because of blue eyes to put coppers, burnt oranges, those types of like warm browns on my eyes. The hardest part is going to be staying away from stark whites, stark blacks, and camel browns. I think anything clothing-wise that I've purchased for myself in the last year has been one of those. I've been strongly pushing towards neutrals, but the wrong neutrals. Does it mean I can't wear these things? No. Should I try to pair them with something like maybe this blue tank underneath my camel blazer? Yeah, definitely that would be worth it. It adds a layer of complexity when you go shopping, because now not only are you looking for a style you like and a fit that flatters you, but now you also are looking for, okay, but is that my color? And if you don't like something, even if it's one of your colors, you know, like I had to tell myself, oh, that is my color, but you know what, I really don't like that color. There's plenty of colors in this palette that I'm like not in love with. But that might also change as I get used to dressing in a more muted style. Rebecca suggested, you know, give yourself a year to get acquainted, to be able to like, one, just familiarize yourself with the color, and so that you'll start to see it yourself without having these swatches. But I think also for me, it's going to be maybe a year of getting used to just appreciating those colors, because they aren't the first thing that my eye gravitates for. And switching up my neutrals is going to be hard, because it's really easy to find blackest black and whitest white. But finding like kind of a grayish black, you know, or a slightly, it's like a warmer white. If you look at the whites that are picked out for me, like they're a I guess they're still cool. They're cool toned, but they're like a grayer white. It's probably really hard to tell in this lighting. I didn't choose the best setup. You know, when you're with Rebecca or any of these color analysts, you're in a very structured, meticulous setup. The colors behind you are specifically chosen. You are wrapped up so that you're not influenced, especially if your hair is artificially colored. Mine just has a toner on it that is my natural color, but that still could potentially sway results that are not truly natural for me. So I wanted to hold up an idea of a color that I once thought was my color and is very much not. I don't know if in this lighting, I'm going to try and bring this closer without dropping it. Ooh, that's probably not a good idea. It's not level, but okay. So like right now, this blue is my color. I've always been told that red is my color. And this is a like high chroma, right? High value, like it's very saturated, it's very bright, red. And if I put that up to my face, what would happen when I was in the chair is that this color would wash out or like completely light up my face. So my face color would change and it would be reflecting this shirt. And all of a sudden my skin would look more red, and also kind of washed out because it was so bright, it was overpowering my natural coloring. So what you're really looking for is the colors that don't pop on you. You pull this up, all you see is the shirt. Like you see the shirt more than my face, but you see me like this, you see more of my face. You are looking for the colors that don't change you. So then you stand out more so than the color, and the color is complementing and blending along with you versus drawing away from you. The craziest thing is there are light-haired, light-eyed, bright winters, true winters, bright springs, true springs, people who you would put us side by side and not see that many differences, but then you put the colors on, and those same bright colors that completely washed me out and changed the coloring of my face looked completely natural on them. And you can see it if you go to Colorpolitan's Instagram. You can see the various people of the various seasons. And it's just really one of those experiences. Like I can't come on here and say like, okay, if you like think you look like me and you have my hair color and my eye color, like these are the colors you should wear. Like it's not going to work like that. And I don't think a camera in an app can pick this up for you either. Like it really takes sitting in the chair and under this like kind of perfect setting and having these very specific scientifically chosen colors held up against you to see how your specific skin is going to react to that color. So like there's a mother-daughter on Colorpolitan Rebecca's Instagram that are side by side color friends, but they are not the same. And equally, my friend Sarah and her daughter, light-haired, light-eyed, light-skinned, they ended up being the same. They were both soft autumns. They are right next to me on the color palette, but we are not the same. So whereas they are more heavily warm toned with a touch of cool, a touch of blue, I am heavily cool toned with a touch of yellow. And yes, that kind of makes us like sisters on the chart, but not twins. I'm going to get used to my colors. I am so appreciative of the opportunity to see Rebecca, to have her professional opinion, to use that advice going forward. I'm not going to deprive or deny myself if there's a specific occasion and there's something I'm in love with and it is not my perfect color. I'm going to be okay with that, but I'm also going to be more mindful going forward about trying to choose things that I know will complement me, and definitely going to change up my makeup. So if I will find a way to show y'all maybe like a warm eye and a cool eye or something, because I think that would be really interesting. Really, really blown away by what my results were because they were so different than what I was expecting. So, okay, I highly recommend this to anybody who can go and get it done, and highly recommend both Rebecca and this TCI method. I think was really, really invaluable.